Nice. What am I talking about? Nice. Hey guys, this is Ernest. This is the first time I am doing a live stream like this through Zoom. That's pretty cool. So in this video, I'm going to go through Property Radar. Let me just, okay. I'm going to go through Property Radar, and I'm going to show you guys what I do to start looking for pre-foreclosures, basically people losing their property. So real quick, how this list is generated, besides being on Property Radar, is let me go on here to search so I can show you. So through this system, Property Radar, by the way, I've had this thing for years. It used to be called Foreclosure Radar, and all they did was foreclosures. That's why it was called that. Then later they changed their name because they actually do other things, through the county. It syncs the county information with a couple of other databases, and you're going to see that in this video. So we can go pre-foreclosure, auctions, bank-owned, third-party. We can see a bunch of things. But I want you to understand, normally what I do is I check off these other ones because I want specifically pre-foreclosures. So how this list is generated is when a bank is not paid after about 3 months, 3 months not paid, what they do is they record what's called a notice of default at the county. And as soon as that's recorded at the county, then it becomes public record. And basically they're syncing platforms like this one that actually takes that information and puts it up here. Okay, so I'm going to get the pre-foreclosures. So try to take notes if you guys are going to be doing this, and then I'll give you an idea of pretty much what I tell people in foreclosure. But I normally go date recorded. I go set date range, and I try to go about 30 to 60 days back, so that way they're relatively new. So I can literally just do 30 to 60 days ago. So let's do 30 in this case to today. Okay, so pretty much date recorded of a notice of default. If you're seeing this, it recorded anywhere from 30 days to now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press OK. I'm not going to mess with any of the trustee sale details, the foreclosure, any of the stuff. I just want notice of defaults. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go on location. So you can either do this by city, county, or zip code. I would suggest. I personally like to do city. So I'm going to go ahead and put Fontana, California. Okay. I'll put California, but pretty much it'll already know. It knows where I'm. So let's go over to property details. Great thing about the software is we can pull other property types. Condos, multifamily, all that stuff, but I'm going to clear it and just do single family. Okay, I don't even want to do condos. Okay, equity, we can do it by equity, but there's a lot of different ways to structure deals. So let's just see what foreclosures there are out there. And listed for sale, I always put no because you don't want to deal with other real estate agents. Okay, so it shouldn't be listed. And anything else, which I'm pretty good. If you have any other specific investment analysis stuff, then you can put that in there. But pretty much in this search criteria, I'm doing 30 days, notice of default, Fontana, single family, and that are not listed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press search. So in Fontana, there's 2 in the last 30 days. Okay, if I change search details to anything, it'll grab all the notice of default, but I think that's good. It's 2. So this one, from the looks of it, there's one with 37, an estimated equity of 37% and 10%. Let's go ahead and look at this one on Evergreen. They actually, it's an owner occupied, so it's not an out-of-state owner or anything like that. Estimated value is $427,000. Estimated equity is $156,000. So that is pretty good so far, right? So let's go over to property. I personally like to go down and see a little bit about this property. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It looks like a nice property from the photos, actually. Let me see. Yeah, it has a nice little porch and everything. Okay. Here's some of the analysis, other comps. Let's go down. Okay. He bought it a while back for 126,000, and it's under Earhart. I have a couple of friends that have that last name. So James and Brenda. So if I literally click on here, sometimes it shows there's enough information. You can, the actual document at the county recorder, there's a way to get that information, but I would have to purchase it, but I don't need it anyway. So yeah, Brenda and James Earhart were the original sellers, and then a person. You get a lot of great information with this software. But notice the default, okay? It was recorded 1/19/2021, which is about a little less than a month ago. So that's when it was recorded. And the default amount, this is important. Default amount is $12,000. So they're behind $12,000 right now, okay? So even if they want to get out of foreclosure, there's a few different things that they can do. Whoop, I forgot to share my screen with you guys. You're not following me. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. Okay, here is what I was going through, okay? I was just going through that, okay. So going back to this $12,000 that they're behind, okay, with World Savings. So, okay. So if I were to do a deal where, you know, let's say cash for keys or something, whatever I negotiate with them, I already know in the back of my mind, besides some other things, is $12,000 that they're behind, okay? So then I have to think, besides paying them whatever I'm going to pay them, then I need to pay them this, right? As an investor. As a real estate agent and broker, then obviously you still want to know the story, want to educate them about what they can do. And then if there's time, then obviously list it. And maybe you have some cash buyers as friends or clients or anything like that. Another real cool thing about this particular software is they started bringing in, I guess it's not on this client, but they added a database that's synced up to this where it actually, sometimes it has the phone number, email, social media. In this case, you know, it might be social media. So that was pretty cool when I first saw that happen. And then I can add notes and all that good stuff. So I would have to skip trace this person, call them, or go and visit them. And go ahead and I'm going to make another video on just specifically, you know, the scripts and what to say and all that stuff. But yeah, this is exactly how I pull them up, find them. What I normally do is, I'm surprised there's only 2, to be honest with you, in Fontana right now. So if I were to go back, switch it to 90 days to now. It's in Fontana. Let's take a search. There's only 5. Very surprising. Okay. And then if I want to switch it off, look at the options, I just press that over, press search, and those are the options. So great place to go ahead and do that. I can literally check this off and export it. And that's what I normally do with the real estate agents and investors that work with me, is I download this list and provide that to them with scripts and everything. Okay. By the way, if you're interested in that, let me know, put a comment. But remember to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. The only spill I'll give you. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. And so I'm going to be making many more on how to strategically structure these deals depending on the scenario, what they're willing to do, what you're willing to do, whether you have a license or not. everything depends. There's so many scenarios and different ways you can do it. The best way is if you comment, if you're actually working the real estate industry and the business, and you have a scenario, put it in the comments or DM me through maybe my social media, and then I'll talk about that in a video if you have a certain scenario. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on with me. I think this was only about 15 minutes. But yeah, very good software. Highly recommend it. I'll go through, I'll make different videos on exactly what I do, exactly what I say. I want to make it easy and break it up for everybody. So that way it makes it a little bit easier on really digesting it instead of having everything all in one video. I mean, how would that work? So I just want to, make it very digestible for people, because this business, real estate investing in particular, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of, actually 90% of millionaires have been created through real estate because of the power of leverage. In our case, depending obviously on the structure, but the reason why I'm making this video and showing you foreclosures is there's going to be an obviously, maybe not too obvious for some of you, but there's going to be an avalanche of foreclosures, just like what happened in 2008, 2009. And so I want to start teaching you on how to take advantage of that. And I don't mean advantage of anyone in particular or the scenario or anything, just as far as the opportunity that's going to happen. Because then if you learn some of these skills that I'm going to be teaching in real estate invest agent, just having the different types of tools for, in particular, foreclosures, it's going to be some great skills to have, and how to structure deals. But I'll give you a quick example. People in foreclosure, they really don't care about their credit. They don't care. There's not, depending on when they're gonna, have the trustee sell and when and their scenario. I've had people where they don't really care about the property. They just need to get off the headache and leave, and so they don't mind us doing cash for keys, just paying the payments and starting to pull the payments. Once we start doing that, it starts fixing their credit automatically, and we have a property where we don't have the loan liability. Okay, and there's some other things we do. We put it into a trust for asset protection purposes. So I'll have more videos on all that good stuff later. But I really want you guys to have this skill set, because this skill set of being a real estate professional, especially in California, we have a really high market, but anywhere in the United States, actually anywhere in the world, you can do real estate. Think about this real quick, okay? And I'll end the video with this. Real estate is a commodity. Food, water, and shelter is what people absolutely need to survive. So regardless of what's going on in politics and the world, people have to stay somewhere. So that's why a lot of people, they do, real estate, and they have, for an extra income that come in. And the people that take advantage and own multiple properties, those are the people that retire, And so I'm going to have some videos on structuring, on building wealth and all that good stuff. I hope you guys, follow me and really look at this and take it seriously, because there's a lot of people that say they're going to do, I'm going to start doing real estate, or I might get my real estate license, or I might do this. Maybe you took it a step further and went to a seminar and a class, but then you didn't do anything. Or maybe you bought a couple of books on real estate, or maybe you have a friend that does real estate but never actually does it. There's only, it's an 80-20 rule, right? Only 10 to 20% really in the industry are actually doing it. The rest of the people aren't actually doing it. They're just kind of in it. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, comment if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything in particular that you want me to go over, let me know, and I'll be able to create a video on just that, and it should help you hopefully in your career.